Hello and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I never thought I'd be saying those words in the same sentence, but here we are. And I thought it'd be a great opportunity for me to jump on in here and introduce a little bit about what we're about at Saevil Row and what you can expect with these videos. So with the videos, me throwing down on some of the tips and tricks in the design and business world, but also client interviews and sort of real world issues that we'll be going in through, small businesses and different things on branding and startups that I think you'll find really interesting. So have a few of those coming up, stay tuned. And as for me, I am Rachelle, the creative director of Saevil Row, and I'm currently sitting in my Parisian apartment, which is sort of where Saevil Row originated from. A few years back, I had decided to kind of on a whim pack up my things and move to Paris, and didn't have a job or an apartment or anything like that. I didn't even know a single person here, and just sort of on a spur of the moment decided that was going to be my new life. And a challenge it definitely was, but it really gave me the capacity to have the time to create something truly meaningful for me, but that would also help impact others, so clients and those around me as well. And that's sort of where Saevil Row came from. And it's inspired by the London bespoke district Saevil Row, so a little fun play on words there. And Saevil Row is a bespoke tailoring district, like I said, in London, and I loved the similarities and the parallels between custom bespoke design for sort of clothing, but bringing that into a more design solutions for branding, print, and web, and that whole world. So that's sort of the inspiration behind the brand. And I do get asked sometimes about how I became a designer, and I really do owe it all to Mel Gibson, which is hilarious. But the movie What Women Want, he was an art director for an advertising agency, and I just loved that whole world that he was in. Sort of the creation, the conceptual thinking, and then the execution, and obviously the fast sort of client-driven, speeded environment. And that's sort of where I decided, I think I was maybe like 17 or 18, and that's sort of where I got the idea to join in on this path of design. And my dad's best friend actually owned her own studio, so I got to ask her a lot of questions and sort of trial in some of the programs and get the inside scoop on how it really comes together. And so I went to school for advertising and graphic design, surprise, and kind of worked in the industry for quite some time until I moved to Paris and decided to start my own thing. So here we are, and I'm very excited that you're here to join me. I guess I was trying to think, what else could I give you as a little inside tip? I mean, that thing there, that box of champagne's one of my favorite things, along with freshly baked chocolate chip cookies and French fries. If I could be stranded on a deserted island, it would be French fries. That's my jam. So this little box over here, though, signifies Sydney, and that's currently where I'm based out of. So while I'm not in Paris, originally from Toronto, running my business out of Sydney, so a little bit of a trifecta there, but have clients sort of on an international scale, which is super amazing. And not that I love the term digital nomad, it really is it defines kind of what I do and what we're all about here at Saevil Row. So not defined by a continent or a city or a time zone. I mean, making real world connections over Wi-Fi connections is really what we're all about. So I'm so excited that you joined me. I can't wait for you to see what's coming up and to have you come along.